Blake is upstairs having himself a good wank session. Headphones turned to the max, great quality video, premium lotion. Everything's just great all around. As the finishing touches is applied suddenly, he begins to have a heart attack. Luckily, there's a button on his computer desk. If he presses it, someone will come help. Unluckily, his sister just had a wedding in their backyard and now having a reception inside the house. Which, how selfish are you to be even doing this in the first place? Anyway, if Blake chooses to press that button, everyone at the wedding will come rushing to the room and we'll all see him in his glory, all 3 inches. Blake, knowing this, chooses not to press the button and instead dies of a heart attack on the spot. His body is found later, but he now doesn't have to be alive for the humiliation. Now you may think that this is an obscene and grotesque example, but it had to be a moment of extreme embarrassment. And it made me wonder how many of us in a similar situation would press that button. Our lives are not always pretty, and everybody engages in an activity they would rather people not know of. In movies, shows, comics, etc., people are often blackmailed with things that are embarrassing, yes, but nothing life-threatening. Often they choose to be a pawn rather than own up to their own embarrassment. Like, really, bro, you betrayed your entire country because you didn't want it to be exposed that you're cheating on your wife. Oh, you're cheating on her with a man. You're still not excused, dum-dum. Get exposed, get slapped, get your money taken, be gay, and allow our country's security to remain intact. It's image. It's all image and what we want to portray to the world. Blake knows that if he presses that button, he might live, but his life is over. Well, it's over for at least the next couple years until people begin to forget about it. Then it'll only come up when you're drunk with your sister. Hey, remember when you were jacking off at my wedding and almost died of a heart attack? We all laugh, it was good times. But even if you think about it logically, how many of us would really press that button? You will be shown at your most vulnerable to all your family and friends, but in exchange, you get to live. I'm willing to bet that most would not press that button no matter what. I mean, people die every day because they're embarrassed to go to get their balls touched and cough, or can't handle a finger or two up their butt. There's people that pay for that kind of action, and I guess you will be paying for it now that I think about it. People are afraid of going to the gym because of what people might think of them. You're fat. They're gonna think you're fat. But that's the end of it, fatso. And don't feel bad, my fat ass is also pushing 300. But embarrassment is all in the head, in the thoughts. I wish there was a way to turn those thoughts off without being sleep or, dead. And what the hell is even embarrassment? Embarrassment is defined as a feeling of self-consciousness, shame, or awkwardness. It's an emotional state that is associated with mild to severe levels of discomfort, and which is usually experienced when someone commits a socially unacceptable or frowned upon act that is witnessed by or revealed to others. Yeah, thanks, dork. No one asked, even though I literally just asked. My point is, embarrassment holds us back, and should we let it? I mean, shame is one thing. It's good to feel shame because you're a human being. When you do something, you should feel shame about it to improve yourself for next time. Whether it's messing up a project or being a jerk. Shame is a good indicator of growth. Same thing with awkwardness. Awkwardness lets you know you're going into new territory. Territory you are not familiar with, and it can cause you to feel some awkwardness. Awkwardness makes you cautious, makes you think. Such as starting a new job or going to a new place by yourself. There's an air of awkwardness, and the only way to get rid of it is to keep going until you become familiar with it. But embarrassment, there's nothing good about that. All it does is increase the anxiety or depression of a given event. And I guess sometimes embarrassment can be good. I take back my earlier statement. The good embarrassment comes when you tried something new, when you got out of your comfort zone, and maybe you fell flat on your face. Oh well, tough cookies. You got 2 arms, pick yourself up. And if you don't have 2 arms, then roll over, I guess. You're not a turtle in a shell. Don't sit there with your face in the dirt. You know the embarrassment when you tried a new machine at the gym and didn't know how it worked. Then someone came over and showed you. Now you use the thing every day. Or when you raised your hand to ask a question. You were completely wrong, but at least you know being wrong wasn't that bad. So just don't let embarrassment hold you back. Too many of us do that and often leads us to bad consequences. Too embarrassed to give our opinion, to try that Zumba class, go to that doctor. That embarrassment, the embarrassment that's stopping you from doing things that's the bad type. Don't be like Blake. Press the damn button and get some help. Yes, everybody will see you in your glory. But you'll live literally, and people will be disappointed, of course. But that's what time is for. Once the situation happens, the clock starts. And gradually, people tend to forget and not care. Or, as someone once said, being embarrassed means that you're human, and we like you better for it. Or I'll paraphrase, be embarrassed, who the hell cares?